All right, coding fans, we are here at portal on and off. And as you can see, we have one purple portal that's going to allow us to get to everything. And we will use that portal and turning it on and off to get to the very end. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got going on. I don't mind that it's on right now. The way I see it, we're going to continue to move forward, back and forth, turning the portal on and off as necessary. So let's go ahead and take a look at where I'm going to start. I'm going to write a function, and I'm going to call this function move and collect or toggle, or move and get, we'll say. Move and grab. All right, so that's going to get our character moving forward and grabbing whatever he needs to grab. So the gems, if he needs to grab a gem, a closed switch, if he needs to grab a closed switch. So that is the way we're going to kind of roll with this. Okay, and I want him to go to the very end. So this is going to be our while loop. So while our character is not blocked. Okay, so that will get them to move forward in a straight line. If you notice, they'll never have to turn right or turn left. They'll only have to turn around. So while we're not blocked, we want our character to move forward and then check to see if they're on a gem or a switch. So using our conditional code, if we're on a gem, so if is on gem, collect gem. Else if, so tap it on the blue, add else if. Else if, on closed switch, toggle the switch. Okay, so move forward. So while we're not blocked, we're going to move forward, collecting gems and toggling switches. Okay, now also outside of this while loop, which is really important, we don't want to solve the while loop inside that while loop. So while we're not blocked, move that. And then once we get to the very end, that will cancel this while loop because they will be blocked. But we will want them to reset. So we're going to need our character to turn around. So turn right, and that will get them to turn around. So just so that we can kind of see this, let's go ahead and run it just so that we can make sure that our move and grab function rolls all the way to the end without a problem. All right, we'll speed this guy up a little bit, move forward, and we'll go through the portal, and that's fine. We're going to go to the very end and turn around. Cool. So this is where we're going to do some creative stuff. Okay, we need the purple portal to be off. So we can do some different things. We could just say purple portal dot is active equals false, and then run it again, right? Run, move, and grab again, and then do the same thing. Select all, copy, and paste, and we want to turn it back on, and just alternate back and forth on what we need. However, we're doing too much thinking for the computer. So the way I think of it is let's get the computer to think a little bit more. So if we're looking at what's going on, that collects everything there. We're going to need to walk to the very end to collect that, or to toggle the switch, turn around, turn it back on, and then go forward to get to all these leftover gems. So it needs to stay on, then turn off, and then turn on. So we got 3. So I'm going to run a for loop 3 times. You could also run a gem counter and do while gem counter is less than whatever our number is, 7. We could run that as well, but this is a little bit easier. So what we want to do is move and grab, which will get our character to where he is there, to the very end, and turned around. And then we're going to run our if statement. We're going to say, okay, if our portal, purple portal dot is active. Now we're comparing. Okay, so we want two equal signs. One equal sign says that's what it is. One equal sign is saying, is it that? So if it is active, so if it is on, so this says if the purple portal is on. If it's on, turn it off. So purple portal dot is active. Single equals, we're saying if it is on, turn it off. Okay? So if it's on, turn it off. Else, we're going to turn it on. So purple portal dot is active equals true. All right? And this is kind of like me asking you, I'll go ahead and run this. And this is sort of like me asking you, hey, could you hit the lights? And you being in the room would go over, and if the lights were on and I say hit the lights, you would just turn them off. Or if they're off and I say hit the lights, you'll turn them on. Okay? So we're getting our character and the computer to think more. So this is a pretty cool little thing. Hey, if it's on, turn it off. And if it's not on, turn it on. Okay? And this little if statement is really helpful for a lot of these. So hopefully that helped you out. Like I said, you could go back and do move and grab and then turn them off and then move and grab again and then turn them on yourself and then move and grab. That's perfectly fine, but I think this code is a little bit more streamlined and intuitive and elegant, and we don't have to do nearly as much coding. The computer's doing all the work, and we're just telling it what we want it to do. All right, see you on the next one.